everyone, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I'm doing a deep clean in my kitchen. I've been putting this video off for so long just because these tasks can be very tedious in my opinion. And the main reason I did it was because our fridge was looking so crusty. There was food in there for probably weeks and it was starting to smell, so I just had to clean it. And like you can see that there was like some kind of like crustiness going on like the shelves and stuff, because sometimes like things spill and like we wouldn't just clean it. So yeah. Anyway, so I started off by doing the dishes just so they can air dry, and eventually when they're fully dry I could put them away instead of having to dry them off with a towel. I've said this in previous videos, but I just enjoy doing dishes by hand. I really don't mind them, even though I feel like most people think it's probably like an unnecessary task, so they just put them in the dishwasher. But even when I lived with my mom, like we never used a dishwasher there. We always did them by hand, so I guess it's just kind of like a habit now, so I just always just do them by hand. So my kitchen is not the biggest, as you can see, and it's very tight where the fridge is because right in front of the fridge are the steps to go to the basement. We live in an end of group townhome, and these layouts are very common in my neighborhood and just houses around in my area. At first I thought it was weird how our steps are like right in the middle of the living room and the dining room, because most of the steps are right when you walk in through the front door, so they're going to be either on the right side or on the left side, but never like in the middle like how ours are. So when I was filming this video I had my ring light out and it was just getting in the way, so the angles might be a little bit weird, and same with like the lighting and stuff. What I did first was pull out all the food from the fridge and started pulling the shelves so I could clean them, because some of them had spills, like I said earlier, on them, so I wanted to make sure that those were gone. And I just cleaned them with soap and water and dried them with a towel because I wanted to put the food back as quick as possible, so I didn't have like any time to really dry them, like air dry them. So I was making sure that as I was cleaning them, I was drying them off with a towel.
I used to stay up all night trying to find my place, chasing neon lights and looking for some kind of trace to lead me out of darkness. Give me a little faith, something to make me stronger, someone who could light the way. Then you came to me and you gave me reason.
So now I'm just cleaning the inside of the fridge and putting back all the shelves where there were. Also, you're going to see how there's like no food left at the end because I threw a lot away, and I knew that I wanted to go grocery shopping, but I wanted to get this done before I brought back in more food and like fresh, clean food, and the fridge still be dirty.
I almost can't believe it. Every time we touch, I feel at home. There's no way I'd ever let you go.
So I first did what was inside the fridge, and then I did what was on the side, like on the door, and cleaned those little shelves as well. And I have a specific way that I organize that side of the fridge. I always make sure I put the plastic bottles, like the ketchup, the mayonnaise, the mustard, and just plastic bottles in one section, and the glass ones, like the spicy sauces, in another section. I don't know if that's weird, but I just have to section them off like that. It also makes it easier for me in a way, but I don't know. I feel like that's just a little bit weird, but that's just how I do it. When I was done cleaning all of that, I put the shelves back in place and started to put the food back in there as well. And once I was done with the inside of the fridge, I did the outside, because you can easily collect fingerprints on the outside, and I just used the same product I used to clean the stove and the sink, which is for like stainless steel products. I forgot what it's called, but I'll have everything linked down below for you guys.
You put your hands in mine, I know I'm gonna be alright. I don't know what you do to me, but I feel like I am way up in the sky. When you put your hands in mine, I know I'm gonna be alright. 'Cause when we touch is when I really come alive. Yeah. 'Cause when we touch is when I really come alive. I don't know anybody that could compare to you. The way you're always smiling, the way you light up a room. I couldn't live without you, not even if I tried. 'Cause every day I'm with you, I'm flying over the clouds. Oh yeah, yeah, I'm flying over the clouds. And I'm not coming down. Every time we touch, I feel at home.
I'm not a big fan of electric stoves. When we first moved into this house, I honestly hated the stove so much, but now I understand why a lot of people like them, and it's just because it's easier to clean, which it is easier to clean, but I still just prefer a gas stove. So pretty much what I do for the stove, I just put some product on there and wipe it down, and then I grab a wet paper towel and run that across again. And then with a dry paper towel, I go over it again just to dry it off. Now for the oven part, I use Windex to clean off the glass part. Then I use a stainless steel spray to clean off the sides, because if I use the stainless steel for the glass part, then the glass is going to look very foggy and just like blurry and stuff, and we do not want that.
I used to stay up all night trying to find my place, chasing neon lights and looking for some kind of trace to lead me out of darkness. Give me a little faith, something to make me stronger, someone who could light the way. Then you came to me and you gave me reason.
Now for the backsplash, I try to clean it as often as I can just because it is white and it does get dirty pretty often. But as you can see, like I kind of struggle because it's hard for me to reach and stuff. And along with that, I do the vent, and the vent does get super dirty because when you turn on the fan, typically like the oils and stuff and all that smoke just like goes on that. So it does kind of like collect a lot of grease, and it does just like leave it on there. So I did make sure that I clean this very well, because this is often something that we miss when we clean the kitchen, just because I feel like not a lot of people notice it. Like I definitely don't notice it unless I'm looking up there. But like, yeah, this is something that we easily can just miss. So I did clean this day because it was just super dirty.
I almost can't believe it. Every time we touch, I feel at home. There's no way I'd ever let you go. When you put your hands in mine, I know I'm gonna be alright. I don't know what you do to me, but I feel like I am way up in the sky. When you put your hands in mine, I know I'm gonna be alright. 'Cause when we touch is when I really come alive. Yeah. 'Cause when we touch is when I really come alive. Yeah. I don't know anybody that could compare to you. The way you're always smiling, the way.
Now, I left the sink for last because you have no idea how many times I'll wash the dishes and then clean the sink, and I go to another room and I find like a glass or something, and I have to use the sink that I just cleaned and wash whatever it is. So now I just wait to do it last, or I'll go in every room and see if anything needs to be taken downstairs so I can wash them all at once. But that can just be so annoying, and I do like having a clean sink because in a way you know that all the dishes are done, and you probably don't have to do any till like the next day or whenever you cook. So that's just a good feeling. Now, doing all of this probably took like 2 to 3 hours, just like cleaning the whole kitchen. And I can't even imagine in a bigger house how long that would take, because you just have so many things to do, so many things to clean that you probably don't clean all the time. And like I said earlier, all that can just be so tedious. But, anyways, that is going to be it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know any other videos you guys would like to see from me. And also don't forget to subscribe and follow me on my social media, which I'll have linked down below. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye, guys.
I couldn't live without you, not even if I tried. 'Cause every day I'm with you, I'm flying over the clouds. Oh yeah, yeah, I'm flying over the clouds. And I'm not coming down. Every time we touch, I feel at home. There's no way I'd ever let you go. When you put your hands in mine. why your heart tonight?